The purpose of this video is to show you how to get the dash simulations, to get the reports, to make your own reports actually, to show you how to make your own reports. The reason I want to show you how to do this is because the dash survey, when the student takes it, they choose which course they're in, and they also choose which simulation they're taking, and they also choose which instructor they're evaluating. And that gets to be a lot of variables. If I tried to create a report for each of you individually and had to update that every semester, depending on the time frame, that would be more than a full-time job. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to create your own reports so that you can see the results of what the students, how the students evaluated you on your dash survey. First of all, you want to log into Qualtrics. So you'll go to byui.qualtrics.com. And I have to share the dash survey with you or it won't appear in your Qualtrics. So you'll go, once you get logged in, you'll go to the shared with me area and you'll look for dash SV short form. If you don't see that, that must mean that I haven't shared it with you. So that needs to happen. So you will, on this dash survey, you'll go to the View Reports button here. And you'll have to build your own report. It comes up with a default report. And if you look in the drop-down, you'll see lots of different reports. And in fact, you could choose one of those to start with. We'll choose 310 dash, let's see, should we try Parson? Nothing is there, so what we will do is we'll manage the filters. Some of these filters are left over from previous surveys, so I just need to get rid of some of these course field instructor. We're going to do this a little bit differently. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to add a filter with this dash or this plus button, and we will select a field. The field we're looking for is the question that the student answered is which course is the simulation in. And then we'll say course is, for example, 310C. Then we'll add another filter item, which is the other question they answered, which is which simulation are you evaluating? The simulation is, and we'll say simulation 1. And then we will add another filter for the last of the three questions, which instructor are you evaluating? Instructor is, and we'll say Rachel because she's recently asked for disability. And then the date, we'll want to make sure we're in the right time frame, so we'll get to the current semester. We'll take it all the way out to April, mid-April, and we will bring up the last date to January, early January. So now here's all the filters we've got. We got a date that ranges between, and the reason, let me just explain, the reason we're doing this is because all of the dash surveys go to one bucket. Every single one, no matter which class, no matter which instructor, no matter which semester, no matter which simulation, they're all going into the same bucket. So we have to create this filter. We're creating a report and we're putting in filters that tell it, well, we're only wanting to see the current semester. So we put this range of date. We only want to see 310C, so we put in the course 310C. We only want to see evaluation 1. We only want to see everything related to Rachel. So we could extend these. We could actually say, I want to see more than just one simulation. I want to see an accumulation of, all of these simulations for 310 for my class. Or you can say, I just want the first one, or this, whichever you want. So you have a lot of flexibility with these filters. And once you have got that the way you want it, you'll save it. Move out of the way here. Save it. Give it you could even give your report a new name. Let's see, how do we rename a report? Report options. Over here on the right, delete report, rename report. So once you've created your report, you could say, well, I'm going to make this my own. It's Nurse 310 Sim 1 dash, and in this case, RDERM. Save it. And you have your very own report. So rather than taking someone else's report and changing it and renaming it and making it your own, I probably should have just shown you that once you choose a report, we're on this report right now, but once you choose a report, you could actually drag down to the bottom of the reports and say copy new report and give it a new name, and that way you're not writing over somebody else's report. But here we are, we've got a report, we've got our filters, and right now we're not seeing any data, so I've obviously chosen probably the wrong simulation. I'm going to switch over to 4, see if I've got some data there, and I do. So now we've got some data. So as you look through here, you'll see some information is not terribly useful. As you get further down into the data, you'll see some that's more useful. You have the ability to turn off these pages that are not useful and just leave the ones that you want. Once you're happy with what it looks like, you are able to download or export the report into a PDF or a Word document. I'll just show you. If we were to go to PDF, we could then select what we want to have show up in the report. Here again is an option to be able to select all, or just, some of these things may not be very useful. Actually, I'm not sure which ones I want, so I'll just say I'll select them all, export the pages, and it will download a PDF. Actually, it'll create a PDF first, and after it's created, you'll have to download it by clicking on this download. And here I just opened it up, and you can see it's a PDF of the report. And again, here's an example of things you might want to turn off. Those check buttons that said course and section and simulation, you could check those off if you don't find them. Turn them off if you don't find them useful. Anyway, there's probably more I could show you. But at this moment, nothing's coming to mind. Just to recap, you're going to want to be able to create your own reports. You're going to want to get into Qualtrics. You're going to want to make sure that I've shared this survey with you so that you can generate your own reports. If you have any questions, let me know.